sitting meditation. Sanctuary to do the walking meditation.
I saw the Zoom and I was at home and I was all warm and I was like, I know.
I know. I went and worked out at 8. I did the degree and had in the parking lot and had.
The invitation of the bell and the stillness. Just notice what it feels like after having conversations and just settling down. Just take 3 deep breaths, inhaling and exhaling. So you can open your eyes if they're closed. And so welcome to the Mindfulness Tree Meditation community. It's great to see everyone here today. And we've got a few new people. Tracy, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, Tracy. I am a massage therapist at the Boulder League Yoga Studio and friends with Paige, and this is how I found out about the sessions. I'm glad to be here.
And I can attest to your skills.
Good to know.
Hey, me too.
Also,
Introduce yourself too.
I'm Tammy, and I've been to Boulder League. I just haven't visited this Tracy.
And she was at the retreat. So, but once we went into silence, people didn't have a chance to speak. So welcome everyone. And Deb is online with us. Hi, Deb, from Illinois. So she's an hour before us. So what we're going to do is we're going to begin with our opening meditation on the second noble truth. That's what our reading is about today and how to work with that. First noble truth is there is suffering. Dissatisfaction, or the Sanskrit word is dukkha. That's that thing that you get stuck on the bottom of your butt. It's not very pleasant. And then the second of the 4 noble truths is suffering or dissatisfaction comes from clinging, either holding on to something, pushing it away, or delusion or ignorance, as our author says. So we're going to use that as part of our meditation this morning. So I invite you to take your seat as I invite the bell. Listen, listen. The sound of the bell brings me back to my true home. So we arrive in this present moment. We settle. And we welcome ourselves to our true home. We leave behind any masks or ideas about who we are. We notice our posture, aligning the spine from bottom to top. Sitting in a dignified yet relaxed posture. And aligning our minds to the present moment. And if you would like, I invite you excuse me, to make an intention. Perhaps formulating the motivation for what brings you sharing this time together with his son. Perhaps it's for yourself, for some issue in the world, or for another person or being. Dedicating this time and this effort in that way. So just go ahead and formulate that, perhaps coming back to it as we meditate together. And just notice your body, welcoming yourself in this body to this time. There might be some reminders as you sit of some sensations or discomfort that have come from injuries or difficulties with the body. Just notice the pressure of the seat, feet on the floor, the hands, and bring a sense of loving friendliness, care and compassion to this body that has carried you. Perhaps bringing a small smile to your lips. In this awareness of the body, we notice that the body is breathing. It happens whether we think about it or not. But as we come to seated meditation, it provides an anchor. A way of staying focused in the present moment. No multitasking here. Just experiencing the inhale and the exhale. It's really simple, yet it takes practice. Follow the breath. Master Thich Nhat Hanh, in one of his gathas or small poems, says, breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know I am breathing out. And experiencing the present moment as a wonderful moment. Just notice the quality of the inhale and the exhale. And where in the body you feel it. And throughout this meditation, allow the breath to be that anchor. Coming home, if you would. Place of welcoming and ease. Upon his enlightenment, the Buddha taught his followers the Four Noble Truths. And the first truth is there is dukkha, there is suffering, there is dissatisfaction. And we may experience this dissatisfaction or suffering even as we come to the meditation, pushing or seek. Sensation that arises, troubling thought, an itch, the need to readjust. It might be small dissatisfactions, but they arise and they are part of this life. The second noble truth is that dukkha has a cause, and the cause of dukkha is clinging. We can recognize when it arises in the form of grasping, wanting, desire, or aversion, pushing away, not wanting something to be the way it is, even though it's out of our control. And then finally, delusion or ignorance, when the mind is clouded and believes something that really isn't true. So the goal is to abandon this craving, this clinging, for the good of others, not just for ourselves. But this is not something that can be done by force of will. It takes practice. The first thing that we can do when we come to the meditation cushion is to explore dukkha, suffering, dissatisfaction, and simply pay attention to it without judgment. That craving or grasping, wanting the pleasant experience, material things, becoming, identifying with these wants. And then the not becoming, getting rid of stuff that we don't like. Just bring to mind the time that attachment caused you suffering, either to something that you wanted or to even an image that you have. See if you can just explore that wanting mind as you breathe. And on the exhale, allow it to go. Just like a thought. Just let it go. It may come up again at another time. Then momentarily, letting it go. And then there is the aversion or the pushing away of the unpleasant. The unpleasant could be something like aging or loss. So bring that to mind. What perhaps is most present for you right now that you find yourself pushing away from. Now with aversion, just notice on the exhale, perhaps relaxing your hands, relaxing your face and your body, and allowing it to go. And come back to the breath. And then finally, delusion or ignorance. Thinking things should be a certain way, holding fast to firmly held beliefs or opinions. And realizing you could be partly right. Realize the way you think about things and the opinions that you have are not you. You're simply thinking. But when we give up attachment to that opinion or that thought, there's a certain degree of freedom. Just allow yourself to come back to the breath, realizing you don't have to change a thing. It's simply bringing attention and awareness, those things that arise, bringing a gentleness and a compassion, especially if you've had moments of despair or anger or wishing things to be a different way. Maybe for a moment or two, you can abandon craving. And you don't need to be caught up in the progress, the continual progress of having or getting rid or becoming. Abandoning the wanting and the not wanting mind. It is often restless and unsettled. And simply rest in the awareness of the mind and the body and the breath. So as we close out this time of formal sitting meditation, I'm going to share with you a poem that our author mentioned in the last chapter. It's entitled Kindness by Naomi Shihab Nye. She writes, before you know what kindness really is, you must lose things. Feel the future dissolve in a moment like salt in a weakened broth. What you held in your hand, what you counted and carefully saved, all this must go so that you know how desolate a landscape can be between the regions of kindness. How you ride and ride thinking the bus will never stop. Passengers eating maize and chicken will stare out the window forever. Before you learn the tender gravity of kindness, you must travel where the Indian in a white poncho lies dead by the side of the road. You must see how this could be you. How he too was someone who journeyed through the night with plans and the simple breath that kept him alive. Before you know kindness as the deepest thing inside, you must know sorrow as the other deepest thing. You must wake up with sorrow. You must speak to it till your voice catches the thread of all sorrows and you see the size of the cloth. Then it is only kindness that makes sense anymore. Only kindness that ties your shoes and sends you out into the day to gaze at bread. Only kindness that raises its head from the crowd of the world to say, it is I you have been looking for, and then go with you everywhere, like a shadow or a friend. Thank you for your meditation, for your practice, for being here, not for just yourselves, but for each other. So now we move to walking meditation. And just a reminder that to find your path. And we're going to go to the sanctuary, but if you'd like to go into the social hall, feel free to do that, or wherever it feels comfortable. And try not to cross somebody else's path. So be aware before you start where you are. Again, being aware of the body. Where is the body in this time? And use whatever tools that you have. Using the metta, the loving kindness. May you be safe, happy, healthy, at ease, or something like, I have arrived, I am home. Those are the words of Thich Nhat Hanh. So the next few minutes we do walk. Oh, there's sister. Oh, nice.
There she is.
Hi, sister. It's fine, but.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. That was, but, see.